What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, I know you guys probably heard the news, or if you didn't, obviously this video is about, again, Kevin Durant being traded, being in the news again, and this time we have a new team emerging as, I guess, they put a package together for Kevin Durant. So the team I'm mentioning today that, put a host of players together, or they want players in return, is the Boston Celtics. Now, with the Celtics just coming off their first finals appearance in over 10 years, they basically see the window of opportunity being now. Young core, all they're missing is one piece to potentially be better than the team that they lost to, which was the Golden State Warriors this past season. And getting a player like Kevin Durant could, change the will, change the could. I'm gonna say could change the trajectory of how soon that they could return to the NBA Finals. Now, the Boston Celtics offered reportedly Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and a draft pick. But the Nets also wanted Marcus Smart and I believe, picks and one more role player. Now, of course, that would deplete the Boston Celtics roster if they was to make that move. Because then, you would be left with Tatum, potentially Kevin Durant, Robert Williams, Al Horford, so on and so forth, if the deal was to happen, right? And could you say to yourself, would that team be able to be a formidable, opponent to other teams in not only the East, but in the rest of the league? In my opinion, I don't think Boston. Well, let me get the Nets part out of the way first, right? Before I get to the Celtics. The Nets really are trying to get that ransom for Kevin Durant, because what people don't understand is what happened with Rudy Gobert going to the Timberwolves and that host of players and picks that the Jazz got in return. That set the precedent for exactly what's going to happen going forward with Kevin Durant. I don't believe that the Nets are going to accept anything less than multiple players and multiple picks, unless the team that they trade with gives them a bona fide star in return. That's the only way they'll go for like a play. Well, let's say two players and maybe two picks, or three players and a pick, or they want something so monumental in return that they're not even willing to budge from what they've been asking for from a host of teams so far. And we've seen it, they was in trade talks with the Suns, and they wanted Devin Booker in return. They were in talks with I believe the Heat. And of course, the Nets wanted Adebayo in return. So, I mean, they are asking for a lot, and a lot of NBA teams are not budging on with what they are willing to offer the Nets. And of course, Kevin Durant is an older veteran. He's been injured, so, like he's had not only the Achilles, but a host of other injuries, throughout his career. He wasn't injury plagued last year, but he had some nagging ones last year also. Let's go to the Celtics point of view. Now, first things first, Jaylen Brown, after hearing the news, he went on Twitter and put up SMH. And when I saw that, it just lets me know that, his loyalty is with the team. But again, please, everybody knows this. I don't want nobody to get it mistaken. There is no team loyalty when it comes to certain players. There is no team loyalty when it comes to bigger picture for some franchises. The Celtics are known for winning championships, and if that comes at the expense of a younger talent to bring in a more veteran, proven player, they will do that. It's what they do. You know, they play for bigger prizes April, May, and June. They are not just playing for, you know, regular season statistics up in Boston. That's just what it is. And if Jaylen Brown is a casualty of that, then so be it. Because we all know, we all have seen it in the past. Certain teams know there is a level of excellence we must abide by, not only for our franchise, but also our fan base. So, you get a taste of the finals with a young core, but you see you couldn't get it done with that core. Maybe it's time to do something different. I didn't see it happening so soon. But, you know, it's a business at the end of the day. You cannot be upset that the powers that be are doing, you know, their due diligence to fulfill a goal, which is bringing a title. Maybe Tatum is untouchable. A lot of people prefer Jason Tatum over Jaylen Brown when we saw what Jaylen Brown did in the NBA Finals. So, he has every right to be upset, but again, I hope this doesn't make him regress, you know, and hate. So, we'll see how that storyline pans out. I'm really excited to see what the Celtics do, because we know if Kevin Durant joins them, a team that has Tatum, Durant, it sounds really good. It sounds exciting. You know, it will bring definitely a different culture, I would say, to the Boston Celtics, because a player like Kevin Durant, he's one of those all-world talents. So we know all eyes will be on them, and definitely a championship will be talked about. You see how last season when the Celtics played bad in the beginning of the year, then they turned it on. It's like if they was to get KD, we know what the conversation would be at the start of the season. Championship. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm definitely interested. I'm going to pay attention to this story as the day progresses. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Kevin Durant joining the Celtics is a possibility? Could it happen? Are you excited to see that happen? Celtic fans, NBA fans, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Always, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, listening, watching. Of course, it's the What More Do You Want Network. It's Astronaut H. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I catch you guys on the next video. And be ready for some good giveaways in the future. I look forward to doing that for you guys. And I catch you on the next video.